Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target over the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Takes the easy one to the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that sack.
With the catch, it's Burks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Number 19, set to kick off.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Oklahoma, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Trying play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Burks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. Make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Burks. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And just... where to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the catch, it's Ncaa. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Burks. And the defense drags him down.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team. because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
The Sooners will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. At the 20, he's got space.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Okay, break.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's got the first down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, The defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ott. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
1st and 10.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Might as well stick with him. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
1st and 10.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Oh, he makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quickly to the tight end.
Well, and they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fellow with a nice catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Wants to go up top. Finds space on the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to keep it in the air. Moving away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go to the ground. Makes a pass to Marker. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. And the returner goes down.
At the 15, and your Oklahoma Sooners will take over. First and 10.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He might want another play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Texas, 56, Oklahoma.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to open field on the right. He's at the 20. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Flips it out to the back. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And, oh, man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And, Reese, I know that, but, man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Trying the left side. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Hauls it in. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Card in the backfield. It's up. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Got it in the middle. It's Huggins.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Burks. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
He's loose. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Dumps it off in the flats. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
On the move, it's Baxter. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have... on the same page. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give is to Miller. Fights off the defender. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He'll sneak it. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll leave it with him. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down. The way this guy is rolling for the Tide and ripping off chunks of yardage, reminiscent of Eddie Lacy or real old school from the wishbone days, Wilbur Jackson.
And when you run it like this, it's hard to argue with people saying, hey, let's throw the ball, let's be explosive. Well, having success early in this game, running the football, getting big 1st down after 1st down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Simpson. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's Just a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speed to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. The receiver on the jet sweep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tide.
You get near the goal line, more big bodies come in, everybody gets condensed. This offense says, forget that. We're going to get on the perimeter right now. Get it to our fast guy. He gets around the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
The score, Alabama 7, Texas 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Already down a score early, the last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Miller with the ball. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Ncaa heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And it's nice to be an offensive coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Fitted in the window for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered 29 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big... An interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. He's running free down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Reels it in down the left side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. That's reeled in. It's Bernard. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score Alabama 21, Texas 7.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return.
Texas.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score Alabama 21, Texas 7.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway.
Texas.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Finds a spot in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore. On his feet at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Got a man. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
To the air, it's Simpson. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play call.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for a crease to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Inside the 25, out of bounds at the 24, and the return team making a play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Cuevas. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Quick step and go. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Texas offense. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Grab near the marker. It's Wingo. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Trying to do it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now on the move. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still running at the 40. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this will be for the win. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good.
Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. Gets away from one, finds some space. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Got the quick pass. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now from inside the red zone. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Back to throw, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to pound their way in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He's got it again. Can't get him to the ground. Got room at the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to throw it, Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Ncaa. Under fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They go right back to it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
3rd and short, there's a lot of ways to get it in the run game. You're not just going to hand it off and go power. How about the toss play? Getting the ball in the hands of the tailback quickly, and he's able to skirt his way to get the first.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got on field, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. To throw, it's Ncaa. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Defense dropping into soft coverage. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy every. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and post him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, His best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football time out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Got it set up on the outside. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will put total weather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he Burst of coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
PAT unit on the field. They'll go to the fake, and he wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on second down. Bringing the heat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the tight end, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Wingo. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw. It's Manning. Looking for space to the left. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. To come away with the pick.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, Texas.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Quarterback moving. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back to throw time, running short in the half. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Moore will throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Amazing individual effort there by the defender, defeating his block and getting to the bubble screen, not allowing a gain. You don't see that happen too often, but these DBs, boy, they love to fight at the point of attack and beat blocks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Ducks are on the move. Using his legs, it's Whittington. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. A little release to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Release to the back. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. first down. Dumps it to the back. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On the ground, it's Baxter. Oh, better look out! Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Finds a little space. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your right.